Kahala Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Kadash. Double honors to the Apostle of the Great Millstone, and shalom to you brothers out there pushing this word in sincerity and truth. I'm going to jump straight into the scriptures in Revelation chapter 9, verse 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. And that's talking about the world's war, first one. And then two woes more hereafter, talking about World 2 and WW3, because it's a tongue twister. Slaki. And the Bible had this, those prophecies been already written, because the Bible is 2,000 years old. And woe means destruction. And then jump into Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And that's talking about World War III coming. World War WW1, WW2 has passed, and the third one shall come quickly also. So destruction is going to come. The third destruction is going to come quickly, and it's going to be a real world war and a heavenly war, because Satan's angels, which is Esau and the armies, the other armies, are going to fight against the Lord because they know what's coming. And then jump into Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, which is righteous anger, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the with the fire of my jealousy. So the Lord's determination is to gather all the nations in the land of Jehoshaphat for World War III, and basically burn them up through the missiles and from the chariots with eviscerating heat, laser beams, basically. And that's a future prophecy. That's what's going to happen to anyone that joins the military. They're going to be destroyed by the Lord, ultimately, because World War III is going to take place where? In the Valley of Decision, in the Middle East, the Iraq area, basically where all the turmoil has been taking place since Esau has taken hold of Israel, our holy land, which is, proving that, one, they're not the holy people, and we are. Two, they're not supposed to be there. And three, something has to be wrong with the rulership of the world, because it's nothing but been destruction, war, disease, famine, pestilence, tribulation, great tribulation, since Esau's been in power. Manipulation and deception, because the earth was given onto the hand of the wicked. And then, I'll jump to Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7, because Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7, alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So alas, for the day is great. What day? The great day of the return of Yahushua. Yahushua returning with the spirit of his father Yahweh and a host of angels, and an innumerable amount of angels covering the sky. You can't count them. So then, for the day of the Lord, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble. Who's Jacob? That's Israel. Israel's trouble. But he shall be saved out of it. And who is he? That's talking about the elect. That's who's gonna be saved out of it. Point blank period. If you're not in this program of Yahweh Yahushai, praising the name of Yahweh Yahushai, you will not be saved. You will ultimately receive, or in other words, inherit the kingdom, but you're gonna have to die first in a very horrific fashion to be reborn, reincarnated into the kingdom through the loins of an elect member, and that is the truth. You know, jump into 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 12. Oh yeah, 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with great noise. That's talking about the ICBM missiles, the great noise. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. So everything will be dissolved. Everything will be melted here mainly here in Babylon, aka America, for all the witchcraft, the defiled land of the Israelites' blood, all the wickedness that Esau's done to his Lord's people, and etc. This place will be burnt up, point blank period, by Russia, Iran, Korea, China, NATO, and the EU, even missiles from Cuba, because everyone now has ICBM nuclear potential. Because 3 weeks ago, North Korea, I believe, North Korea was testing missiles out in somewhere in, I believe, in the Pacific. Gearing up, putting away their instruments of agriculture and building up their instruments of war. Yeah, that's it. And the scriptures are right here. The scriptures are right here. It's for your guidance, for your reproof, for to keep you in line and to comfort you, because the Lord said comes in the volume of the book. He is the comforter. So these words are to comfort you, so you know what's going to happen before it happens, so you're prepared for it mentally, spiritually. So, Lord willing, this is edifying. This is straight to the point, not long and drawn out. And Lord willing, this is edifying. So I want to say, Kahala Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kwakadash, double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone, shalom to you brothers out there in the four corners of the earth. Keep on pushing and hasten the day of the Lord.